Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Boyan. Lovely bit of skill. Neymar. Good chance here. Neymar! What about that one? A finish of true class. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Neymar. And he skips past his man. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That is good progress on the left. Cruyff, can he finish? He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Casapia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Casapia restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
De Paul. Cuts it back. Oh, great leap! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Casapia have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to...
It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Casapia are looking to go forward now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The ball has bounced loose now. Pirlo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi. That's a little off target. Gerrard gets on his bike and on the move. Adams. Well, that has not gone well. Not the most convincing of passes.
Rooney really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Bojan. Rummenigge is onto this. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Rooney, and the counter is on. He is through here. And a chance! It's an and again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Serginho. Adams. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pirlo. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And Serginho. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rijkaard. Pirlo. And it's Cruyff. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram. Lahm. This is a promising build-up. And here's Bojan. Rijkaard kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And he cuts out the supply. Lahm. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar scooting forward. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nicely weighted ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So we've reached the hour mark. All the way back. Chiellini. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Baresi. And it's been given away. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Neymar does really well there, he is strong. Serginho, now it's Neymar. Passing nice and neat. And it's Pirlo. Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Bojan. And this is Messi. Oh, that was vital. Rooney, with a reputation for taking on any shot. Adams cuts out the pass. Thuram. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position, and that interception was most necessary. And it's Neymar.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's been caught napping! Diaz! And that would have been game, set and match.
Diaz has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And it's been taken short. Lovely feet. Tries a shot! And how did he not put that away?
Diaz really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Now it's Messi. Lahm. Oh, well played.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Lahm. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Chance! Brilliant from Diaz! A finish right from the top draw! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And that will be it. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, safe to say Steve McManaman's going to have a huge role here, Jim.
Absolutely, a mercurial talent who'll want to have his own ball. He loves
Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
McManaman. Rodri cuts out the pass. Pirlo. That is good alertness. Nicely intercepted. Messi. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Puskás. Xavi deals with that comfortably. Iniesta. Iniesta going forward. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Del Piero. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Puskás. And here's Pirlo. Forced to go back. Look at the space here. He scored!
But inscrit après 20 minutes de jeu par le numéro 9.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He's had it taken off him. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance here.
Robert Pires is another outstanding attacking midfield talent, one of the finest of his generation.
Yeah, and pretty prolific for a wide player, actually. Gets his fair share of goals.
Yeah, he has a poetry in motion grace about his game and can truly conjure up some magical footwork.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chinese Taipei clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's going to go a long way. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Rivaldo. Oh, shooting chance! Messi. Puskás. And it's Neymar. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Vardiol looking to play him in. Now it's Pires. Now it's come to nothing. Pirlo. Vitinha. Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Deftly away. Now it's Puskás. Vardiol tries to pass it through. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Puskás, chance here to counter. He is through here. And it's Neymar. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Vitinha. Puskás. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Neymar gets flagged offside. Tries to play it through. And no, he's seen through all of that. Pirlo. Well read, nice interception. And he's picked out the run. Rummenigge! He's scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
The goal scorer after 35 minutes is...
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scoring.
Ah, he's given it away. Vitinha. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Played into space. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. This is a promising build-up. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Perez. That's good vision. Now it's Batistuta. Messi. Puskás. Now it's Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick reminder
Madrid
today,
just ahead
please
then
refrain
as
from
we reach
parking
45
outside
minutes.
This stadium. Thank you very
There's
much
plenty
for
of
your
positives to
cooperation.
take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So, into the second half. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Out for a throw. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Lam. Vardiol gets a foot in here. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was. Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. Neymar. Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's whipped it across. Madrid just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Neymar. Really fierce, close defending. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Messi. So what can they make of this? And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Perez. Batistuta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. Good read, needed to be. Cannavaro.
Chinese Taipei definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Played out wide. Neymar tries one from range. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for options for movement. Probing pass. That is good alertness. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pushkas. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Batistu and the shot! And that's a sharp finish! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Price. Coming on the field, number 17.
And it's Rivaldo.
Number 2.
Chinese Taipei clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 15.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
In progress.
Well, that's well spotted. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lahm has it out wide and in space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he was alert to it. And that is well cleared.
1 minute added time.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Kimmich. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And that'll be the end of that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things,
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Goes for the shot! Trustbar comes to the rescue. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Serginho. And here's Pirlo. Turan. And they can counter here. Vieira. Strong running down that left flank. Vieira. Royce. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Royce. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain... Royce! There it is! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Marcó en el minuto 15 el dorsal 11.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Cruyff. He's had it taken off him. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Rummenigge, Nedved. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Milan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now, the ball's gone astray. A nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, cracking ball. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Serginho. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Not a hint. Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, that looks a decent... Big chance! Running on! That is just brilliant! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Neymar. Royce is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, easy pickings there. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neymar. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rijkaard. It's Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pirlo. Rummenigge. And he plays one through. Rummenigge is onto this. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. He'll try from distance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pirlo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Nedved venturing down the left. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Pirlo. Neymar. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling. And it's Nedved. And that's another good win of the ball. Rummenigge. Royce. Rummenigge. Rummenigge running with the ball. This looks promising. And this is Cruyff. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Neymar. Shot could be... And the shot! And no mistake. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Royce. Neymar. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Royce. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. He's on it. Can he get away? Pirlo. Aims beyond the defence. Rummenigge being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game.
And the shot! Rummenigge! him. About as smooth as it gets. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And yes, it's him again. Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Lam. That's been cut out, well played. Nedved. Nedved makes a dash for... And a chance! Straight at the keeper.
Nedved really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Royce. And it's Royce. Messi.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Cruyff. Great chance! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both
Será
benches.
reemplazado por el dorsal 17. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And the pass is intercepted. Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it into space. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gattuso. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Stood up well to him there. But it's Ronaldinho. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Ronaldinho really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Adams. Pirlo. Messi. Rummenigge. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Lovely. It's Luis Suarez! And that's in. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. even the opposing fans and that's it. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Rummenigge, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
And he's following up!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Thuram. Lahm. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Neymar. Royce. Pirlo. And it's Vitinha. To Lahm. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Knocks it out wide. Lahm. Pirlo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's in on goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Passes short and sharp. Oh, this looks sharp. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. Serginho. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's James Rodriguez. Royce. James in acres of space out wide. Oh, that was vital. Lahm. Vitinha. Pirlo. Rummenigge. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Oh, well measured. And this is Eto'o. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Vitinha. Lahm. Royce. Pirlo. Vitinha. Royce. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Neymar. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Royce. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Goes down, but nothing given. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. It is a corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So off we go again. So the first half brought no goals.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Neymar. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Neatly clipped into space. Thuram. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Royce. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Hammers! Outstanding by Hammers! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And we have liftoff. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
James Rodriguez. Real chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Vitinha. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Palmer! Off the post! It's a loose ball. And he's quick to get rid.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pass is just off target.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. That's an imaginative pass. Floated through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Shot could be on. He has found the way and the finish! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Eto'o deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, good effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Royce. Turan. Pirlo. Always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rummenigge being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread out to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Romero. Tries to pass it through. And he's intervened well there. Pirlo. Royce. Serginho. Timber. He's got away. And he skips past his man. It's Hammers! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Madrid really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball
Just about within shooting range. And the goalkeeper watches it past. Pirlo. Neymar. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vitinha. He has a look. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we're done. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a